Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show number 62. Today I want to kind of continue on a little series that I've started where I've shown you some radios that I've gotten. Well, last time it was equipment, test equipment, but electronic equipment that I've gotten good deals on in recent times. Previous show I showed you a VOM that I got, which was an antique VOM that somebody had restored. And then before that I showed you a AC meter that had the ability to display the frequency of the AC signal using reed switches, what I call reed switches. I'm not sure exactly what you want to call it. It's things that, little reeds that vibrated depending on the frequency. Well, today I wanted to show you another little item I got. This one I got at a thrift store, and the price was one of those deals where the price was right and I didn't want to pass it up, and I was curious about it. And what it is a Radio Shack little portable shortwave radio. And this thing was in pristine condition. Didn't have box or manual, but it was just sitting out. And it was marked 99 cents. So I could, and it had batteries, and I was able to turn it on, and I got something on FM. So since it had shortwave, no single sideband, but shortwave, I thought, what the heck, I need this nice small portable radio that, you know, if I drop it, knock it off the bench or something, I haven't lost a lot. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about this radio, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is the little radio I was talking about. I don't know how well it's going to show up with my little rinky-dink camera setup, but we're going to give it a try. Anyway, it's made by Radio Shack. It doesn't really have like a model number like your typical Tech or something like that. I could not find a model number on it. It's listed on their website as part number 20-125, and it sells for $39.95. And I think it appears from their website it's still available. But it's an AM/FM shortwave radio. It does not do, like I say, it does not do single sideband. The shortwave radio section goes from 2.3 to 26.1. So mainly it's for AM shortwave radio. But it has some nice little features. Number one, it's nice and small. As you can see from my hand, it's nice and small. It does have a carrying handle if you choose to carry it. Has a built-in telescopic antenna here on the top for shortwave. And it has a couple of nice features that usually you don't find in a radio this cheap, and or should I say inexpensive. I've had and looked at a lot of other, portable little shortwave radios like this that are AM, FM, and AM shortwave, and they sell from $65 to $120, and don't have some of the features this has, but some of them have more features. But anyway, one thing that this one does have that some of the cheaper ones, inexpensive radios, don't have is it has a keypad, so you can enter the frequency directly. So you don't have to just, turn the dial or push down a button to scan up and down to get to a channel or a frequency, you can enter the frequency directly. To me, that's a big feature, especially if you're dealing with shortwave when you got to get, some odd frequency like 3.725 or something like that. It makes it a lot easier. It does have a shortwave up here, a shortwave band select. That when you're in the shortwave mode, you push that button and it goes to the various shortwave bands. So you can get there very quickly without having to use the keypad, and then use the tuning buttons, these two buttons here, to change the frequency up and down. For me, I just use the keypad. The keypad is also used to set the clock. Makes it nice and easy to set the clock instead of having to push an hour button and a minute button and scan up and down. And what I usually do, I typically go past it and I gotta go back around again. So that makes it a little easier to put in the time. So it does have a clock, so you can put the time in here. Now, the thing is, the one of the features with the clock is that you can set up a timer to have the radio come on at certain times of the day. So if you, for instance, want to use it as like a clock radio, you can set the radio to come on and as a radio and listen to the radio, or you can set it as an alarm. You also, which is something I used quite often, is it has a button here called sleep, which most of you are probably familiar with what that button is. And you push that button once and it will keep the radio on for 10 minutes. You continue to push it and it will give you more time that the radio will stay on, and then it will automatically go off. I like to use that at night because I set this little portable radio down on the nightstand, and I'll put a frequency in and listen to it, and then naturally I'll fall asleep, and after whatever minutes I've set, it will go off by itself, so it's not on all night long. So that's a really nice feature. You can, like I say, you can set an alarm to have an alarm come on, and there's just, it's amazing how many little features this thing has. On the side, it has the sense control, the sensitivity of the radio control. These things have always kind of fascinated me, as like, I don't think I've ever run one of these radios with the sensitivity anything but the highest setting. Even on, I never have a problem with overload. Now, where you could have a problem is if you use an external antenna, and over on, let's get this out of the way. Well, I was wrong. Okay. So what I did is, if I wanted to use an external antenna, I thought it had an external antenna plug, but it doesn't. So what I do is I just attach the external antenna to the telescopic antenna. And if you happen to do that and you're listening to a local AM station, the radio may get overloaded. So that's when you'd use that sensitivity switch and push it to local, or local, LOC, and keep the radio from being overloaded. Or you could just unconnect the external antenna. So it has about a 4-inch speaker. The audio quality I found to be pretty good for this little 4-inch speaker. and quite a bit of volume, all the volume you really need unless you've got a noisy environment outside maybe. And like I say, it does do AM, FM, and shortwave. Let's see what else. Got a little stand on the back. Boom, little stand. And it runs off. Open it up here. It runs off 2 AA batteries, and I bought this about 2 months ago, and it had batteries in it, and I use it maybe 20 minutes a day, and during that time frame the batteries have held up, so it's pretty good on batteries. It does have, I thought it did, yes, get over here, it does have an AC adapter input. It takes 6 volts AC, so you can buy I don't think it comes with an adapter. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So you have to buy that separately if you want to use an AC adapter. But it's a nice little radio. I did try it the other night on shortwave. I didn't get much using the built-in telescopic antenna, but I did hook it to an external outside antenna, just a long wire outside, and it worked as well as any of my radios using that external antenna. Matter of fact, I did a comparison, and I was getting as strong a signal on it as I was some of my other radios. So it's pretty sensitive. What else can I say? But I think that's about it. It does have a light that it's like you don't even hardly notice it's working. You can see it there. It works pretty good when it's you got a fully dark room, which is about the only time you'd use it anyway. So that's about it. Like I say, the item number is 20-125. I believe it's still available from Radio Shack for $40. I got lucky and I got this for $1, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's no scratches on it, nothing. It's like perfect condition. So it's another one of my finds, and it's something I can use because, like I say, it's nice and portable. I don't have to worry about getting broken or dropped. Like I've got I think I've shown a couple of them on other videos. I've got some nice portable radios, a Sony. Actually, I've got 2 or 3 Sony that sell in the neighborhood or sold in the neighborhood of $300 or $400. But I'm kind of hesitant to just take them anywhere. I wouldn't mind taking this fishing with me, no problem. But I would not take one of my Sonys. And so if you got any questions or comments, if you've ever used one of these and have some comments, please leave a comment on YouTube or send me an email. That's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.